It is June 6, 2016. You're watching TOSRV Luck Video Live.
You gotta stay in. Welcome to my
Little rusty?
baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now.
Under 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Howdy, Y2K checking in. Me as always, co-creator of TOSRV Luck. Patch 406, what up, bro?
Howdy. Aloha.
Aloha, yeah. Heading home, driving through beautiful eastern Washington, the 509, a lot of sagebrush.
Deep in the 509 now, yeah.
Got done with our latest bike riding adventure. So we got two videos. First one we'll do moments.
Oh, two videos or just...
Yeah, we got to break them up. That way you can watch them at your leisure.
Oh, okay.
You know, for the 10 people that are going to watch them.
Sure.
They can savor them a little bit. So, this is a ride in Montana, 226 miles, 126 day one, 100 day two. Up from Missula to Bigfork.
Bigfork.
What's the name of that lake?
Flathead Lake.
Flathead Lake. What else do you want to say about it?
That's about all you need to know.
Honorable mention.
Oh, moments. Okay.
Moments. Just get right into it.
Yes.
We got done with the ride, and our buddy Tony took us out to eat. We walked into this restaurant, super hungry, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, we went into this bar in the basement. These people were eating, and as we were trying to find a table, you see this gorgeous plate of nachos that these girls had. And I'm like, we're gonna get nachos for sure. And it was a real big plate. And then, so we saw it on the menu, it's like cake
Cake night, something like
cake top nachos or something like that. We're like, yeah, let's get it.
Okay, that's what it came out on a cake.
Right.
Now I get it.
And so Tony was like, I don't know, guys,
Yes.
that's a lot. And we're like, no, we just saw these guys. We can mow through that.
It's five of
nachos
us.
easy.
Yeah.
And yeah, add the guac, add the barbacoa to it.
Horse.
So comes out, and it's the top of a keg of beer that they cut off. It was huge.
And it was
like that
foot
and
tall.
like that.
Yeah. It was nuts.
One of the best nachos I've ever had, and I've had some good nachos.
It's definitely top three nachos. They kicked ass.
And we mowed through them pretty well.
Those,
We did pretty good. And then, of course, we had entrees coming after that, and I did not do well in my entree. I did not even get half of it down.
yeah, the place was good.
That's one of my honorable mentions. I'm gonna save one just in case you have it on yours.
I have one of my honorable mentions. We're riding along. It's happened 2 times. And when somebody gave us a cool wave. One was an old guy mowing his lawn.
Oh.
And then
all
one was a guy on a golf course getting ready to tee off. Turned around. Nice big wave. Real friendly.
I gave a wave to a train and got a honk back.
Yeah. Oh, is that why that thing honked?
Yeah.
Oh, I was pissed at that.
I know. I didn't really say it.
Oh.
I gave away. I was like, oh, let me see if I can get a honk out of him. It was real loud. It was too loud.
Yes, that scared me actually.
Got any more honorable mentions?
One, got done where the thing used to stop when I've ridden it before, and it's at about, I think it's like 113 miles. It's quite a ways. It's a grind to get there. And I think that's where the ride used to end. There's a little shitty little store. But I sat down, and there was a bag of ice on the deck. My knee was bothering me, so I got to put a bag of ice right on my knee, and then I had a jumbo. I've never seen this before. Or a king size drumstick, and it was fucking delicious.
I took a pretty nice cold hose shower there. Dumped about 6 or 7 bottles of ice cold water on my head.
I got one out of the hose. Yeah, that felt good.
I got one more honorable mention. I'm going to throw it in here. I hope I don't sink it. I hope I don't sink anything here. But when we do these rides, we sync our music.
Yeah.
And so we got these playlists that we really hammered a good playlist out on the way down. And then before we start, we all start the same playlist. So you're always kind of on the same music.
You had the same jam, yeah.
And we got a lot of sing-alongs.
Yeah.
So, a couple of good times we got pretty good songs, or there was one. If you hit a good song, there's good descent songs and good climbing songs. One of the best descent songs is Wilco.
Yeah.
Is it just called Wilco?
Yeah.
The song Wilco?
Yes.
Wilco.
Yeah.
And you're not pedaling at all. I love that. Love it when you hit a good Wilco.
Yes.
All right, my number 3. Day 1, 126 miles. Day 2, 100 miles. And day 2 started out a little rough for me. I'll get to that in the tilt section. But we're kind of looking at the mileage, and I got to one point, and I'm like, I'm going to sit out a section. I'm going to get a ride from this point to this point, and then I'll finish the ride. And I had it all set up to do that. And then we looked a little bit closer to the elevation guide, and it looked like that climb that I was trying to avoid was actually going to be after the last stop. So I sucked it up, did that section, but then sat out the last section, and that was amazing.
Yeah.
So I did 200 overall.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I sat out the last 25 miles, and that was one of the best things I've ever done. Coasted into town. Got a ride in a pickup truck into town. Picked up all the bags. Got checked into the hotel. Took a nice ice bath. Had the whole room. Walked around naked for a long time, just airing out. It was real good.
Not me. Yeah, I was getting punished at that time. That's good. Let's see. My number 3, the part that you skipped. So you're at, coming around. The second day is 100 miles. You get to like mile 90. The last about 10 miles is kind of a little bit boring coming into town. However, after about a mile, you can see there's a huge M above the Missula campus. When you can get a visual on the M, and you got to be right there.
Okay.
So that's a nice landmark. It feels good to hit that.
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of floater on in from there.
It didn't look like when you do STP, you get into Portland, the edge of the town, and you got like 10 miles of town to go through.
Yeah.
Missoula wasn't like that.
No,
like you had about 5.
You had a couple miles. Yeah, you got a couple miles of town, not much.
Because it really blue balls your
kind of out on. Yeah, Montana towns obviously aren't very big, but you're out kind of by the airport, and then it's kind of on these big industrial roads. And then you get into town on a trail. It was actually a dirt trail for quite a while. And you pop out right on campus, and it was pretty sweet.
My number 2 at the stop where I quit. Was a little community center, maybe it was a church, I don't know, but they had some pie. And by the time I got there, I was super hot, just disgusted, felt terrible. I didn't want to have any pie. I drank some lemonade, which was good, some cold water, took a hobo shower with a cold water in the bathroom. I was feeling better, sat down. You were sitting there eating some pie, and one of the best tips you've ever given me in your life, you said, go try this bourbon pie.
It's like called Kentucky Derby pie or something.
Something like that, yeah. And it was like a pecan pie, but it had chocolate chips in it.
Oh, it was amazing.
There was a graham cracker crust. I don't know. They just had opened a fresh thing of ice cream, but it was sitting on the counter, so it was it was melting,
nice,
but it was
soft,
cold.
just on
yeah,
there.
it just scoop it out, drops right on. It had a real good way to finish my day.
Yeah, that was delicious.
I knew I didn't have to get back on the bike. Just could enjoy that pie.
My number 2 is kind of that part. It actually is when that Wilco song came on. But the first like 30 miles is kind of grindy uphill, and then there's a good long descent into Clearwater Junction where that cow is.
Okay.
And they were safe. They were like kind of like long, kind of like a blue run at a ski resort. It kind of went down, and it kept it, and it lasted like that Wilco song, YYK from Rush, the best Rush song, real good descending song, was right in there. Yeah, it just kicked ass. You go over the river a couple times. It's nice and open. It was it's always good when you can just like stand up or coast for like 10 minutes. Oh, it's the best.
That's the best part of cycling.
By
All cycling
far.
should be that. You just go downhill. It's real nice.
Oh, it's so good.
My number 1, I'll see if I sink your battleship here in the last draw, but Montana Vistas.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
beautiful, just classic blue sky country.
yes, it was good big sky this weekend.
Day one, I didn't see a cloud all day. Just sky, blue sky, wide open. A lot of forests that we went through. A lot of water. Pretty much water all the time. Clear streams, just beautiful, clear, babbling brooks. But one of the best ones was my buddy Dew. He's like, hey, get ready for this corner, coming around, get this corner. And he kind of was off, so he kind of blue balled me on these corners that was going to come around. But eventually we did come around this one corner. It kind of opened up, and there's this little lake on the side. It was downhill.
That's
It's mountains in the distance. A lot of sky cap, snow cap.
that was the one I was like, I know it gets real good right in here, and there's a good kind of it comes around, and then you can see part of Swan Lake. And
real
it kicks
quiet.
ass.
Yeah, real quiet,
Awesome.
peaceful. Looked like you could just go sit on the dock.
Yeah, it's great.
Beautiful, great 406 ride.
Yeah, my number one is probably right in there. Basically, there's a section right past there, but it's like maybe 10 miles where it's basically almost pretty consistently downhill. But I mean, you have to pedal. So maybe further than that. It seems like there's about 45 minutes where you're going real fast and it's easy. And we were just running. We'd take a turn, one song in front, and then get off after a song. Ran through a bunch of good ones. Oh, and you end up at a stop at the end. And the vistas are good, speed's good, kicks ass. It's awesome.
That was fun. We were all pretty tired, but it seemed like you could get out front for 3 minutes and kind of pull. And we were, 20 miles an hour.
We're moving along pretty good. Yeah.
And that'll really crank some miles off.
Oh yeah, then you're just racking up a couple quick ones. So that's good.
All right, well, that's our moments. Stay tuned for part 2. Tilts.
Coming up. I had a song here. Let me. Title fucked me.
Act like you've been there. What else do we say at the end of these? Adios.
This was one of the songs that came on early. It was going across this bridge and it just kicked ass. About 30 seconds free?
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
All right. Act like you've been there.